Don't fight in the north or the south. Fight every battle, everywhere, always, in your mind. Everyone is your enemy. Everyone is your friend. Every possible series of events is happening all at once. Live that way, and nothing will surprise you. Everything that happens will be something that you've seen before.
Hello fam, welcome back to Weya Media channel. Have you ever wondered why life feels like a constant battle with people around us, switching roles between allies and adversaries? We all face challenges and conflicts in life, but what if I told you that the biggest battles happen within our own minds?
So what do you say to yourself when you talk to yourself? You do talk to yourself, right? Everybody does. And the reason I ask this question is because what you say to yourself matters more than you can imagine.
It's true. Your mind is your battlefield, and in this game, there are no real enemies or friends. Actually, the only enemy you have to fight is yourself. Once you have defeated yourself, you have won every battle.
You continue to think about things that are not helpful and are often harmful. For example, if you're driving in traffic, you may not think, oh, God bless all these amazing good drivers. Instead, you think something like, they're just a bunch of idiots everywhere I go.
Join me today where we're going to talk about a powerful topic that can truly change the way you approach life. We're talking about fighting every battle within your mind, understanding that no one is your enemy, no one is your friend. They are simply good teachers and bad teachers. Let's break this down in simple terms and discover how this mindset or philosophy can help us navigate life's challenges and learn to play the game of life. Where in the game of life, your mind is your greatest asset. And by the way, I'm Abraham, your humorous and entertaining host on this incredible journey.
There are many jihads in this world, but the hardest jihad you will ever fight is the one with yourself. It is our Prophet's ideal. Peace be on him.
I always will be using books and movies as reference for more comprehension, and I'll use Bible verses as a valuable literary resource to support my communication and convey ideas effectively. While I respect different beliefs, for those who hold religious beliefs, the Bible stays a beneficial guide. My purpose is to share my ideas with you, helping you to think, heal, and grow. In my previous video titled The Power of Your Brain and Mindset, both consciously and subconsciously, I elaborated extensively on the concept of our mind.
Whatever picture you hold in your mind, the brain translates that into complementary chemistry. If I have a picture of love, my brain releases wonderful things into the blood like dopamine for pleasure, oxytocin to bond with others. But what if I'm holding a picture of something that scares me? I say, well, you're not going to release love chemistry. You start to release stress hormones and factors that affect the immune system and all that. And I say, well, that's a different chemistry. I go, yeah.
Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding. Proverbs 3:13. In the movie, the Karate Kid aligns with the theme of learning life lessons from unexpected sources.
What up, Mr. Han?
Did I say come in?
I think you did. Mr. Han, can I please come in?
Yes.
The film depicts the journey of a young boy named Daniel who, with the guidance of his mentor, Mr. Miyagi, learns not only martial arts, but also important life principles such as discipline, resilience, and the value of inner strength.
Kung Fu lives in everything we do, Xiao Zhui. It lives in how we put on the jacket, how we take off the jacket, and lives in how we treat people. Everything is Kung Fu.
No one is your enemy. Now, let's tackle this statement, no one is your enemy. Have you ever considered that most people aren't intentionally trying to harm us? Often, they're grappling with their own struggles.
My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles.
Have you ever been in love?
A long, long time ago. You?
So many times. Yeah, all the time.
Take full responsibility for what happens to you. It's one of the highest forms of human maturity, accepting full responsibility. It's the day you know you've passed from childhood to adulthood, the day you accept full responsibility.
Bridge of Spies is a film directed by Steven Spielberg that aligns with the theme of understanding and diplomacy.
We are engaged in a war. This war does not for the moment involve men at arms. It involves information.
We've got a Soviet spy.
The movie is set during the Cold War and tells the true story of James B. Donovan, an insurance lawyer, who is tasked with negotiating the exchange of captured American U-2 pilot Francis Gary Powers for Soviet spy Rudolf Abel.
Have you represented many accused spies?
This will be a first for the both of us.
You should be careful.
We're scared of this man. He's a threat to all of us. Do you know how people will look at us? The family of a man trying to free a traitor?
Everyone deserves a defense. Every person matters.
Donovan, played by Tom Hanks, demonstrates the idea that even in situations where it seems like there are enemies, there is room for negotiation and cooperation.
We've got their guy. We want you to negotiate the swap so it's not governments talking.
In the book, The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene delves into understanding the motivations, desires, and thought patterns that drive human actions.
It's a book that's going to teach you the most elemental principle that you need fulfillment in your life, which is awareness. Awareness of yourself and awareness of other people.
Greene offers insights into how we can learn from and navigate the intricacies of human nature to improve our relationships, decision-making, and personal growth. No one is your friend. Similarly, no one is your friend doesn't mean you can't have friends. Instead, it reminds us that friendships can be complicated. Your friend today can be your enemy tomorrow, and your enemy becomes your friend today. This teaches us that even our friends can be our teachers at times.
You know, in hospital, the toughest part of my treatment was the vacuum. Pumping the shit out of my lungs. It was hell. And while doing it, I was watching television. You winning all my points.
Your points?
That bastard Hunt, I would say. I hate that guy. And then one day, the doctor came and said, Mr. Lauder, may I offer a piece of advice? Stop thinking of it as a curse to have been given an enemy in life. It can be a blessing, too. A wise man gets more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. And you know what? He was right.
The book, The Secret History by Dana Tartt, follows a group of students at an elite college who become entangled in a murder. Through their experiences and interactions, the book explores the idea that even within intense and secretive friendships, there are profound lessons about trust, betrayal, and the boundaries of morality. It underscores the notion that life's challenges and intricate relationships can be potent teachers. Proverbs 18:24, one who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Case example, imagine receiving criticism for your work. Instead of perceiving it as an attack from an enemy, consider that this person might be a teacher. Their unique perspective could be the key to helping you improve. The movie Whiplash explores the theme of mentorship and personal growth through adversity. It centers around the relationship between a young and ambitious drummer, Andrew Neiman, and his demanding and abusive music teacher, Terrence Fletcher.
I'm sorry.
What's your name?
Andrew Neiman, sir?
You know who I am?
Yes, sir.
So you know I'm looking for players.
Yes, sir.
Just do your best.
While Fletcher's teaching methods are harsh, they push Andrew to his limits and challenge him to become a better musician.
Little trouble there. You're rushing. Ready? Okay. 5, 6, and. Were you rushing or were you dragging?
I don't know. If you deliberately sabotage my band, I will gut you like a pig.
Andrew's journey underscores the concept of embracing challenges and seeing them as opportunities to become better and achieve greatness, even when the teacher's methods are unconventional and demanding.
Are you a rusher, or are you a dragger? Or are you gonna be on my time? We're gonna be on your time.
Keep playing! Keep playing! Keep playing!
Whoever heeds life-giving correction will be at home among the wise. Proverbs 15:31. Good teachers are the experiences and people who offer us valuable lessons with love and kindness. They're the ones who help us grow, learn, and become better individuals. Sometimes they might push us out of our comfort zones, but it's all for our personal growth.
You know, when I was 15, I had a summer job installing carpets for Albert Cotagolian on Lake Charlevoix. Horrible job. Hot, indoors, forced to listen to The Gambler on 8-track while the rest of the world was at the beach. 3 days into the job, I knew I had to quit. I asked my father for advice. All he wanted to know was whether I'd given my word to Mr. Cotagolian that I'd work the summer. I told him I had. My father suggested I stick it out. I'd given my word. Worst 8 weeks of my life. Until the last day. Mr. Cotagolian shows up at the job site, pulls me aside, and tells me that in 27 years, no kid has ever made it through the summer, gives me a bonus, $40. The most valuable money I've ever made. A priceless lesson about life. Value loyalty above all else.
Instruct the wise, and they will be wiser still. Teach the righteous, and they will add to their learning. Proverbs 9:9. Bad teachers. On the flip side, bad teachers are the experiences or individuals that bring challenges or negativity into our lives. They can be tough to deal with, but they still hold valuable lessons that can contribute to our growth. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1:2-4. Learning to play the game of life. So, here's the takeaway: learn to play the game of life by embracing every challenge and every person as a teacher. Extract wisdom from both the good and the bad, and use these experiences to become a wiser and stronger person.
My father taught me many things here. He taught me in this room. He taught me, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
In the book The 48 Laws of Power, again by Rob T. Greene, examines historical and contemporary examples to illustrate these laws. They serve as a guide to understanding the dynamics of power and how to handle different situations effectively.
Well, if you don't want a life full of pain and misery, you want to read this book. The reason is, power is this kind of weird game that goes on in the world. It has its own rules, its own conventions, its own laws, but nobody talks about them. Nobody writes about them. And you're kind of thrown out into the world when you're 23 years old, and suddenly or 22, and suddenly you discover that you're doing all of the wrong things, and that you're talking too much, you're trying too hard to make people insecure, you're being too naive, you're too in people's faces, you're trusting people too much, on and on. You make all of these mistakes, and it's painful. It costs you years of emotional trauma.
As we conclude, here are some practical tips to apply this philosophy in your daily life.
You can protect yourself from negativity, and that's what stops most people, negative thoughts. You can coat your mind from negativity. It's a real simple exercise to do. I do it every morning before I walk out the door. So I walk out as a positive person.
1. Stay mindful. Be aware of your thoughts and reactions to situations. 2. Practice empathy. Try to understand others' perspectives, even in difficult situations. 3. Learn continuously. Embrace every experience as an opportunity to learn and grow. 4. Stay positive. Focus on the lessons rather than dwelling on negativity. 5. Forgive and let go. Release grudges and move forward with a clean slate. So, there you have it. Fight every battle within your mind, and remember that no one is truly your enemy and no one is your friend. They are all good teachers and bad teachers, helping you master the game of life. And remember, in the game of life, your mind is your greatest asset. If you want to know more about how your mind is your greatest asset, you need to understand how your brain works, both consciously and subconsciously. Check out this video for a better understanding. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Share your thoughts in the comments section below and let's continue this conversation. Until next time, keep learning and growing. Thanks for watching.